Okay, boom. Welcome back. Another week, another song dropped. We are on catch up, being myself. We're on record number 4, titled No Yeah I Get It. And No Yeah I Get It comes from a title. I mean, the reason why I titled it that, and I think a lot of people talk this way, but I know for a fact, so I'm just gonna say that me and my friends talk this way. Um No, yeah, I get it is something that we all say because we all be like, no, yeah, yeah, no, no, yeah, 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 no, yeah, 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 no, 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 yeah, no. Like, no, yeah is like, I agree with you. Yeah, no is I definitely 100% disagree with you. But let's get into it. I wanted to go in just like last week and the week prior. I want to go in, or maybe not exactly that amount, that time frame, but with each and every song that I did, except being myself so far. I don't know, whatever. What I want to do is make a breakdown video of the lyrics and the rhyme scheme of each of the songs, just to build. This is one content idea I have. If it sucks, let me know. And if you have another one, be my guest, because I'm not a content creator. I make music, and I'm trying to do it all, and it's difficult. But let me get into it because I don't want this video to be 700 fucking hours. So anyway, the song starts off with the hook. When I wrote this song, what is now the hook was just the beginning of the verse, but I kept it that way because I liked how it brought in the verse, and I'll explain what that means in just a moment. So I said, actually, let me do it this way. Let me read how the verse is supposed to be written. Recited. If you haven't went and heard the song, go listen to it. But I said like this. I visit my shrink and she tell me the good news first. We usually end with the bad. It's better for business. My cheddar's infinite. I'm going and getting a bag. She notice I struggle with women ambition. My passion exceeding my dad. I'm fucked in the head. No, yeah, I get it. This why I'll never get mad. I thought about quitting, but fuck it, I'm living. My mood swings, I'm sad. I thought I'd be richer, I thought I'd be bigger. I used to be cocky, I'm glad. Cause I know the difference between being cocky and confident. I'ma be honest, it caused my depression. I lost sense of Kevin and often reminded if I had the ethic and senses, I maybe could make it, I guess. I made up excuses why I couldn't do this. I even said I wasn't blessed. I even said I wasn't ready. I said I put pussy and weed over rest. On several occasions, I lost my composure. I'm told I was sloppy and mess. I was drinking and smoking, provoking emotions, remember a little or less. And I act as if joking, but no, I'm just poking, relieving the summer distress. I've been carrying weight on my shoulders. It feel like some boulders. I know that it's best. Addressing my issues, I'd rather pretend that I'm perfect instead of this Kev. So I mimic an image that I think is fitting, but also resembles the true me. I know I don't fit in, but look how I'm sitting. My shoulders are touching, I'm too squeezed. I need melatonin, good night. I ain't sipping no more medication, I'm too deep. This used to be simple, I die in the wrinkles, and now I'm just fickle, I move free. Yeah. Okay. So now that you know what it's supposed to sound like, go listen to it on the beat. Much better. These are actually one of my favorite verses that I have out right now. So I start by saying, I visit my shrink and she tell me the good news first. We usually end with the bad. It's better for business. That is infinite. I'm going and getting a bag. She noticed I struggle with women ambition. My passion exceeding my dad. I'm fucked in the head. No, yeah, I get it. That's why I'll never get mad. So I want to pause right there. So we focus on I think the first 4 bars. So when I say I visit my shrink and she tell me the good news first, we usually end with the bad. Meaning, well, let me get this other line. It's better for business. My cheddar's infinite. I'm going and getting a bag. So not only do I have like a mental health, I don't want to say problem or issues, but I address it by going to therapy. I go to therapy. But I thought it was just a clever way to say I visit my shrink and she tells me the good news first. We usually end with the bad. Because usually when I go into a session, if I'm not already angry or already have something to be, topic-wise that I want to, talk about, I usually just talk about what's going on that's good in my life. And then eventually something negative that I needed to process, I was reminded of something, or it's like, oh yeah, and that happened. Oh wait, and that reminded me of this. So let's just talk about this because, I kind of wanted to see why this happened and why I felt this way and how could I get over it next time. Doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but I thought it was also a clever way of saying I get money as well. Like, it's better for her business to send me off in a bad, space. I don't really necessarily leave in a bad space, but it's better for business because I'm like, oh shit, I do got something to talk about. But it's also a clever way in saying, but my cheddar's infinite. I'm going and getting a bag. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Like, I'm going to keep coming back because I got money. She noticed I struggle with women, ambition, my passion exceeding my dad. I'm fucked in that head. No, yeah, I get it. This why I'll never get mad. So simply stated, I struggle with women throughout my life. I struggle with relationships with women and my ambition, my passions, and exceeding my dad. If you don't know who my dad is, he was a successful DJ, in the industry, on the radio station where I'm from, for pretty much my whole childhood. Clubs, traveled, went to this event, did this. Very great, very successful DJ. And I ended up being nothing in the music industry, for now. And so, I struggle with women in my relationships. I struggle with my ambition because sometimes I feel like I'm never satisfied. I always want something more. Like right now, I work a 9-to-5 job. I do music. I put out a song every 2 weeks. I trying my best to make videos and do content. I'm doing I'm going to get my degree. I'm in school. I got a girl. I got, my social life, my friends and shit. So it's a big balancing game that I play, but I always want something more. I'm never satisfied. If my goal is to make 50,000, once I get 50, I need 60. If it's 75, I need 90. If I get 90, I need 100. If I get 100, I need 150. And when I get 150, I need 2. You know what I mean? Like, so it never goes away, and it bothers me sometimes because it makes me feel like I will never be satisfied. And my passion is music. There was a while that I wasn't doing it. So I struggle with that. I struggle with not doing it. I struggle with talking to people about it. I struggle with this. I struggle with that. And exceeding my dad, which I just explained to you. He's a successful person in the music industry. And I'm not. I'm fucked in the head. No, yeah, I get it. That's why I'll never get mad. Basically, like, no, I understand. Like, if I freak out or you want to, like you said, Kat, you're crazy. Like, you're talking like that. You're crazy. No, I get it. I get it. I know. That's why I don't ever get mad. But here's where it gets cool. I thought about quitting, but fuck it, I'm livid. My mood swings, I'm sad. So I just told you I got mad. Now I'm thinking about quitting everything that I just talked about I was struggling with because I'm mad. And I'm not mad. Now I'm livid. I'm ripping pissed. Now I'm sad because my mood swings. And it's also an ode to my, first major single that I came out with when I was about, 19 years old. I thought I'd be richer. I thought I'd be bigger. I used to be cocky. I'm glad. And just to point out, I guess I'm kind of just doing a lyric breakdown at this point. These are internal rhymes. I've been talking about them for the past couple videos. The green is now internal rhyme, and the yellow is a regular at the end of the bar rhyme. And I'm pretty sure later in the song, it gets a little bit more complicated, so I'll bring it up then. But I'm not going to reiterate that, quitting and livid, richer and bigger are internal rhymes. I think if you watch the other videos, you'll understand that. I used to be cocky, I'm glad. Again, ambition and my passion. I thought I'd be richer. I thought I'd be bigger. Nothing's ever good enough for me. I can make, last year I did well, not good enough. I realized, wait, this is my peak? No, can't. Need more. And it's not just money. It's more about, some of it is about money. But it's a lot about just satisfaction and having fulfillment in what I do. I can make a ton of money, but if what I do isn't fulfilling, I don't really feel a way about it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you made 200, 300, 400, 500,000. Not real figures. Don't come for me. But like, who cares? Like, oh, you made it. Like, okay, like you hit your goal. Sick. Don't care, because it's not fulfilling. So I used to be cocky. I'm glad, because I know the difference between being cocky and confident. I'm gonna be honest. It caused my depression. I lost it to Kevin, and often reminded if I had the ethic and senses, I maybe could make it. I guess. So right there, I missed the word here. So I triple that internal rhyme, which is pretty lit. Because I know the difference between being cocky and confident. I'm going to be honest. It caused my depression. I lost it to Kevin and often reminded if I had the ethic and senses. I maybe can make it, I guess. Oh, wait, there's another internal rhyme. Depression, Kevin, ethic. Senses, a little bit. Damn, I'm nice. I'm nice as fuck. I'm so nice, I don't even know what I'm doing. But anyway, so I test a lot of my depression stage of my life due to false cockiness. Or I should say it's false confidence, but real cockiness. And I didn't know the difference between cockiness and confidence, and I'll explain my theory. There's you can go a length, a distance with cockiness. I went probably through my entire school, grade school, middle school, high school with a lot of cockiness because I was afraid of judgment. So I would be overconfident as if people's opinions didn't matter to me when in reality they really, really did because of a lack of confidence. So I had to bring out cockiness to survive, basically. Otherwise, I would have been just, basically getting, having anxiety at like a young age or whatever. But as you get older, that cockiness sticks with you. As I got older, that cockiness stuck with me. I don't want to say it, generally because I don't know. But the thing about it is when you carry it into a larger part of your life, when you're a little bit older, have a little bit better understanding of how the world works and you're trying to accomplish things, you can't go into them with cockiness because it doesn't work. It doesn't get you to where you need to be. The length that you need to go in something like this will not take you with false confidence. You won't get there with false confidence or cockiness. And I'll give you an example. One of the biggest, hurdles that I had when I was younger was releasing music. I didn't like it. Oh, they might think about this or they might think about that. People will bring it up to me. Yo, how you making music? Of course I'm making music. Of course. I write every day. I wasn't. I make music every day. I'm hustling. I'm grinding. I'm on a low. I got shit coming. Don't worry about it. No, I didn't. No, you don't. I'll slap the shit out of you talking to my younger self. But I use that as a defense mechanism against people because I didn't want to face the fact that I quit, or I didn't want to face their judgment and have them look down on me like, oh, like you don't do what you want to do? Well, what about your dad? Like your dad's this, and what are you're a bartender? That sucks. Like I almost wanted to just portray a starving artist more than just being like, yeah, I quit. But because of that confidence, it derailed my career. It derailed my ambition and just the willingness to be vulnerable and put out music that would make me vulnerable and talk about things like say this. I lost sense of Kevin and often reminded if I had that ethic and senses, I maybe could make it, I guess. I made up excuses why I couldn't do this. I even said I wasn't blessed. I even said I wasn't ready. I said I put pussy and weed over rest. On several occasions, I lost my composure. I'm told I was sloppy and mess. Let me just stop there because this is a long cadence. Again, obviously it all rhymes, internal rhymes. But like as I was just saying, I lost sense of myself, my being, because I was so cocky and not actually confident. I was portraying the image that, and it's part of the next couple lines, that I knew was me, but it wasn't what I believed I was. It was like, I was like, okay, everybody thinks of me this way. So I portray that image because it fits. Like, oh, Kev's just that cocky, that over-the-top rapper, musician, artist, whatever. I don't want to call myself a musician. I don't play instruments, but I write, lyricist, songwriter, whatever you want to call it. I portrayed that image, but in a cocky way, as a defense mechanism. And I was often reminded if I just had worked hard and I had the sense to keep going, I maybe could make it, I guess. And often I would disagree. Because I made up excuses why I couldn't do this. I even said I wasn't blessed as if I wasn't lucky or, a God or whatever, the universe didn't bless me enough to make it to that level. I don't have the talent. I said I wasn't ready. I was too young. Oh, I was too young. I was too young-minded. I was too immature to be successful in the game. Or I was caught up with girls and I was smoking weed, so it made me lazy and I didn't take care of myself properly. Those were the things that I told people and told myself even after as the cockiness started to wear off and I was allowed myself to be a little bit more vulnerable. But I would make up excuses why I couldn't do it. Like, oh, well, you don't rap? Oh, nah, I don't rap. I wasn't even I wasn't ready, man. I really wasn't even that good at the time, or you know what? I was focused on girls. You know how it is, young guy. He gets in his little bag. He's got a little thing going, and then it sidetracks you. On several occasions, I lost my composure. I'm told I was sloppy and mess. I was drinking and smoking, provoking emotions, remember a little or less. And I act as if joking, but no, I'm just poking, relieving just some of the stress. I've been carrying a weight on my shoulders, it feel like some boulders, I know that it's best. Addressing my issues, I'd rather pretend that I'm perfect instead of just Kev. So let me start back. On several occasions, I lost my composure. I'm told I was sloppy and mess because I was drinking and smoking, provoking my emotions. And I'd remember a little or less because I was drinking and smoking, so I forgot what the fuck happened. That's how bad I was getting blacked out. And people would have to tell me that I would lose my composure. I was getting sloppy. I was being messy. I was trying to fight people at the bar for no reason, like yada, yada, yada. And then another defense mechanism that I use is if I don't want to address a problem directly, I'll joke about it. Just say just for example, you don't ever stop at stop signs for a full 3 seconds. And it really, really fucking bothers me. This is not real. So the next time you roll through a stop sign, I go, kind of beat that stop sign, no? Kind of feel bad for him. Damn, God, he wanted to see you, but you just didn't even let him. Stupid shit like that. Or I poke you. Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha. Oh, and then if you got mad, well, I'm just joking. So I don't have to deal with it. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm bringing this to your attention. Hey, I'm bringing this to your attention. And then they come back at me. Oh, well, wait, I'm just joking. It's almost like a form of gaslighting, I guess. But it was never intentional. I don't do it intentionally. It's just a reaction to not really wanting to directly deal with something. I don't go in ever thinking I'm going to joke about this and then maybe a serious conversation will come up. I will just joke about it, not thinking. I've been carrying a weight on my shoulders. I feel like some boulders. I know that it's best. Addressing my issues, I'd rather pretend that I'm perfect instead of just Kev. So it's I'd rather just hold the weight and not talk about it. Just I'd rather not address it sometimes and just hold it in. And then I'd rather pretend that I'm perfect instead of just me. So what do? I mimic an image that I think is fitting but also resembles the true me. I know I don't fit in, but look how I'm sitting. My shoulders are touching. I'm too squeezed. So like I was saying before, is I portrayed an image that I thought people would think was real because it's authentic Kev, but it was a lot of stuff that I didn't really believe in or say things that I didn't really, 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 truly believe in. I wanted to believe them, but I just didn't. So I thought that, if I say this, they'll think I'm this way. And maybe I'm not, but at least, fake it till you make it type deal. So instead of addressing my issues, I'd rather just pretend that I'm perfect. So I just mimic the image that I think you want to see instead of just being myself. And that goes along with music, too. It's I even have struggle posting because, I want, my hair's not right, or I got a pimple and it's still hasn't gone away and everybody's going to see it, but I'm the only one looking at it. I'm just overthinking and yada, yada, yada. I need melatonin, girl, now I ain't sipping no more medication. I'm too deep. What I meant by that is sort of a double entendre. I'm on medication. I'm not sipping. So right now I'm not drinking. Not in real, in this sentence. I'm not drinking because I'm on medication. So I'm taking something or I'm smoking something and I can't sleep. I need melatonin. But I'm reassuring, well, it's not going to affect me because I'm not drinking. It used to be simple like iron the wrinkles, and now I'm just fickle. I move free. So I'm kind of coming of age in this line here. Like it used to be simple. Like damn, I didn't used to overthink this much. I used to just be me, and if something happened, iron that out. Oh, I pissed you off, I rubbed you wrong way. Okay, like we'll fix that instead of just pleasing everybody. So now I move free. Boom. That's verse 1. And then it goes to the dog. I visit my shrink and she tell me the first no da 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 da. Right. So now I want to just recite the second verse. Let me go to the time check. I already know we're fucking 20 minutes in. Jesus Christ. All right. My patience is settled. I get instrumentals. I bury a body like 2 feet. I want you to see it. I want you to prove it. I get you the closure that you need. My shrink has suggested I take some Ozempic. My ego been bigger than 2-3. You can see pain as possible change. On top of this weather, my mood's weak. I battled depression and beat it. I got me a stripe like Adidas. Remember the cold, the freezing exposed. She cheated, I grow in a reason. You see Kevin, he knows if he giving the foes, he lose even more of his being. He was selling his soul when he asked for a refund. The demon said no and he beat him. See, the road that I travel is not for the faint, the weak, you see. Let me paint you a picture. You hang like a fixture, I'll bring you relief. You see Kevin been chiseled and crafted, selected, projected to peak. I feel like the statue of David exposed, but my thinking is free. A prophet disciple, I feel like a Michael, not Angel or Tyson, more Jordan or Jackson. I'm morbid and sad when I think of my path and I never completed the shit I had asked of myself. So I asked of myself, what could you possibly fear? So I pour up a drink, but this bottle is made up of tears. Okay, so let's get through this quick. Remember the cold, the freezing exposed. She cheated, I grow in a reason. Wait, fuck, that's not the beginning of the verse. My patience is settled. I get instrumentals. I bury your body like 2 feet. I want you to see it. I want you to prove it. I'll get you the closer that you need. My shrink has suggested I take some Ozempic. My ego been bigger than 2-3. You can see pain as possible change. On top of this weather, my mood's weak. Okay, so that makes more sense. My patience is settled. I get instrumentals. I bury your body like 2 feet. Basically, like, I'm back on my bullshit. My patience is settled. Like, okay, I got it. I know this shit don't happen overnight. So my confidence is here. As you can see, like, I've been consistent with dropping music. I'm not that consistent with the fucking videos, but a lot goes into making music, and it costs me time, and I got other shit to do. Whoops. But I'll get there. I will find a balance. I will. But, so I get instrumentals. I bury a body like 2 feet. Like, I'm putting you to rest. Like, but I want you to see it. I don't do 6 feet. I want it to come up. I want you to know. Like, yeah, all right, I buried it 2 feet, but eventually you're going to find out that the body's there. Kind of a metaphor, like I make songs and then I release them every 2 weeks. Ooh, that'd be like a Rap Genius thing. Like, I didn't have that intention when I wrote it, but like now I'm gonna start saying that's what I meant. But yeah, so now like I don't bury them 6 feet because I want you to see it. I want to prove it to you. I want to get you the closure that you need to remember that I'm the fucking one. Okay? Okay, when it comes to this rap shit, I don't see none of y'all. And I'm not talking about Jay-Z. I'm not talking about Drake or any of these fucking Kendrick Lamars. I'm talking about you. If you're watching this, I'm talking about you. No, I'm just kidding. Look, see that? Now I'm getting cocky. I'm getting cocky. I'm not kidding. Wait, can I just take a moment? Earlier in the song, I said, if I don't want to directly address something, I will joke about it. Or I'll say, oh, I'm joking. So maybe I do feel that way. Maybe I do feel like I'm better than most of you. Yeah, maybe I do. I don't care. My shrink has suggested I take some Ozempic. My ego been bigger than 2-3. I mean, I really couldn't have timed that line any better because you just saw a glimpse of my ego come right the fuck out. But what I mean by that is I thought it was clever because meaning my ego's big, inflated, like Jordan, 2-3, 23. So my shrink has suggested I simmer down on my ego and just chill. But you can see pain as possible change. On top of this weather, my mood's weak. Again, I'm back to being vulnerable. And I'm changing. But on top of this weather, this is wintertime now. Well, now we're getting past winter, but wintertime when I wrote it, I'm getting a little seasonal depression. Like, fuck, my mood's weak. Like, I'm still battling that mood swing. but I have it. I'm kind of getting it under control a little bit because I battled depression and beat it. I got me a stripe like Adidas. Self-explanatory. Remember the cold, the freezing exposed. She cheated, I grow in the reason. So I remembered the cold. I know, shit. Now we get into the little bit warmer weather. Remember that hunger. Remember that feeling. When it's cold, it's freezing. You feel exposed. And then also remember that she cheated. And what happened? You grew. And the reason is because Kevin, he knows if he give in to foes, he lose even more of his being. I've grown. I've grown to know that if I feed in to negativity and the actions of others and it brings me down, I lose more of myself. You know what I mean? He was selling his soul when he asked for a refund. The demon said no and he beat him. See, the road that I travel is not for the faint, the weak, you see? So what I'm saying is, at doing the 9-to-5 thing, when I gave up. I said, I got to go get a job. I got to go get me some health insurance, 401k. I got to get me a place to live, a nice car. Get me some savings, do this adult shit. But then when I said, wait, I don't want to do this. I want to write. I want to make music. I want to do what I want to do. I don't want to sell my soul to the corporations and, 9-to-5s and the American dream or whatever you want to call it. But the demon said no, and he beat him. He beat me. Because in this life and in this career and this pursuit of music or really anything, not just music, it costs. It's not free. Everything costs money. Every single thing costs money. Obviously. But some people get the idea, and including myself, that you could just quit and then people are just supposed to like your shit because it's cool. That's not how it works. So shit. And then I said, see, the road that I travel is not for the faint, the weak, you see? Because I have a lot of shit to do. I got to go to work. I got to get this money. I got a budget. I got to pay, my bills, my mortgage. I got to stay afloat. My girl needs this. I need that. Boom, boom, boom. She's good. I'm good. Everybody straight. Family good. Okay, now I can get in the booth. Now I can go make a video. Now I can spend some money on some marketing. Now I can spend some money on an ad and try to get some reach, But let me paint you a picture. You hang like a fixture. It'll bring you relief. So now I'm basically saying, I'm going to give you an example of, basically how I got out of here. Just use this as an example. You see, Kevin, been chiseled and crafted, selected, projecting the peak. Basically, I said, I'm selected. I'm making myself. I've chose to be projected to peak. I hold that expectation is my peak has not yet come. If you allow to feel like that was the moment. Oh, in high school, we won a championship. That was the best. That feeling will never happen. That's a horrible, stop. You only think you can go down from here? No. So I chiseled myself. I created myself. And I project myself to peak. I feel like the statue of David exposed, but my thinking is free. Fuck. Hold on. Where is it? My bad. But my thinking is free. Right? So this is hard right here. Chiseled and crafted, selected, projecting the peak. Statue of David is chiseled, is crafted, and was probably projected to be a great work of art. I don't know that for a fact. I'm throwing that in there because why not? And he's also naked, so exposed. And he's also a philosopher. And my thinking is free because what I do is I make music. Well, I guess it's not free because you probably pay for a streaming service. But, hey, it's on SoundCloud too. You could go get it for free. A prophet disciple, I feel like a Michael, not Angel, meaning Archangel Michael, or Mike Tyson, because I'm not crazy aggressive and trying to rip people's head off. I feel like Jordan or Jackson are great at what they do. I'm morbid and sad when I think of my path, and I never completed the shit I had asked of myself. A lot of internal rhyme I missed there. Sad path asked, even though sad's part of the Jackson shit. I'm morbid and sad when I think of my path, and I never completed the shit that I asked of myself. So I asked to myself, what could you possibly fear? So I pour up a drink, but this bottle is made up of tears, right? So finally I'm asking myself, okay, I get in this zone where I'm like, fuck, I didn't do what I said I was going to do. Or I didn't do what I wanted to do. And then I say, well, what do you fear? Like, what are you scared of? Nothing. I'm ain't scared of shit, no. But I pour up a drink because I'm caught up. But what I'm pouring up a drink is my bottle of tears. Like, what's my pain? And now I'm projecting that back out in a song. I visit my shrink and she tell me the news first. And that's a couple verses on my new song, Yea I Get It. I go by the name of Kev Clark HD. If you enjoy this video, I know it's hella long, 30 minutes, but fuck it. I don't know how to make this shorter at the moment. But if you like this type of video, subscribe, like, whatever, do what you want to do. I drop a song every 2 weeks, so if this isn't the song for you, the next one will be. And if that one isn't, the third one will be. And if by the third one you don't like shit that I put out, you can unfollow me with my permission. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Thanks.